Howdy howdy. You're gonna do a little dungeon walkthrough for Floodgate. It's just a pug group, so we'll just see where we end up going and kind of talk about each of the polls that we end up doing.
Summer.
Do this big first poll. Kind of wait till everything's grouped up and sack the tank. The main thing we're watching out for here is just the Shredinators. They spawn these little wheels on the floor that you need to avoid. And then they do a flamethrower cast, which is what he's doing right now. It's a little hard to see, but we'll just spin in like either clockwise or counterclockwise direction and pretty much just kill anybody that it touches. So there we get the wheel again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here he's doing another frontal, so we just see where he's facing. It is really worth noting that if you have a Ret Paladin in your group, it can bug out the frontal to where the frontal just won't move. He'll just be standing in place doing it. If that happens, it still is spinning, it's just you can't see the visual effect of him spinning around. Something to keep in mind, so basically just stay behind him and you should be fine. Right when he does the frontal, I just stand behind him. And there he spins.
Move.
So if you're moving as these blades spawn, you won't take any damage from them, versus if you move after they spawn, you'll take quite a bit of damage from them.
Winter.
And in these packs, I think the really important thing is the surveyors. They're going to do this surveying beam or something. Surveying, yeah, it's literally called surveying beam. It's just an interruptible cast, but if it goes off, it will just target one player and do a ton of damage and drop like lava under their feet. So it's something you really want to keep an eye out for, because for one, the player who's getting targeted will just get absolutely shredded. So either help by stopping those casts, or like there I just kicked one that was targeting me. Or just be ready to press a really big defensive if you get targeted and can't kick it.
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
And then here, if you're a melee healer, these loader bots will do a fixate cast here in just a moment. It's this wind-up cast. They'll just start charging at a random player. It can be range, melee, whatever. And if you're standing on top of them, you will just take constant damage, like a lot of damage. So just make sure you can still max melee them. And hit them just fine while they're spinning, but just something to be cautious of, basically. And up here, these snipers will just do random snipe casts on players and do like a low or moderate amount of damage. If they cast Trick Shot, it's an interruptible cast, but if it goes off, it hits the player, and I think, to my understanding, it does like splash damage around the player. So it's like an AoE version of the snipe, essentially, that's interruptible. You want to kick those. And the demolitionists, they will spawn circles all over the floor that you need to get out of, otherwise you get one shot. And then they'll do a reload cast. And you can stop the reload cast, but it's basically when the reload cast goes off, they drop all the circles on the floor again. And these guys are super annoying, the inspectors, so they'll teleport behind a random player, usually range, but I think it's just any random player. So if you're range, you want to kind of stay in towards melee. And then they'll do a frontal facing that player. And as far as I know, it will pretty much one-shot you or do a large amount of damage, so it's something you'll want to A, avoid, or B, like, use some kind of stop for. I found it helps a lot if you're, like, in melee as a ranged player or healer. That way they just teleport, you know, around the group rather than like out in the middle of nowhere and do the frontal at people.
Scrabbling after any shred
Summer.
Yeah, we're probably doing boss next, it looks like. We're going up the stairs. Yeah, okay.
Summer.
So these guys are really important, the Blood Warpers. So they're going to do a AoE channel that puts like a healing absorb and a dot on everyone in the group. That's right here,
Summer.
Warp Blood. So you're going to see a large amount of damage go out on the group. It does a very, very heavy amount of damage. I would say this is probably one of the harder healing checks in this dungeon, so it's going to be something that you want to really prepare for. And like now he's going to cast it again here shortly. A little bit of recovery time, and then they just do it immediately again. So I would basically plan for, in most key levels, plan to get 3 of the Warped Blood cast. You want to use basically some kind of cooldown or defensive for each of them, if not both.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In this boss, she does the mecha drones are basically just like the snipers that just cast kind of random shoots on people, and they need to be interrupted.
Feed all of you.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And other than that, the boss will cast Sonic Boom on a random player.
Autumn.
Targets the player, and then after a short delay, it sends like a little dodgeable circle at them. If they get hit by it, they probably die most of the time. Then when the boss casts Kill a Block Barrier, or when all the ads die, she will start doing large amounts of AoE damage to the entire group. And then once the ads are finished off, she'll do this Jumpstart cast, which is just heavy damage to the whole group for the duration. It's like a 11 or 12 second cast, so it's just a lot of group-wide damage. So this is where you want to send like healing CDs and whatnot. And then it just repeats from there. She drops stuff on the floor, ads respawn, and then you're just trying to kill the ads before she casts the Kill a Block Barrier, which you have about like a minute to do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Winter.
So yeah, I just ran out for that and then just moved to the side as it went on me, the Sonic Boom.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here you can see as soon as the ads die, she will just automatically do the jump start. It doesn't matter if the Kill a Block Barrier is still like far away or anything. So we want to keep an eye on the ads HP, because as soon as they drop, she's going to do the jump start, and if you're not ready for it, it can kind of just kill your group.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spring.
5, 4, 3.
Before we get one more AoE cast before we get to start killing the boss. We have 10 seconds to kill the ads, otherwise we take extra AoE damage by the barrier. Here she's going to start doing the barrier, so I have to start AoE healing. And switch beacon onto somebody else.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And then once this last ad dies, we will use Aura Mastery, heal in the jump start, use Divine Soul on a defensive. Now we can technically ignore these ads and just kill the boss. As long as you can kill the boss before the Kill a Block Barrier, then you should be doing that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Then we'll go get these boxes up here. Ever get out of combat. I don't know why I'm stuck in combat still. We're just all stuck in combat in the Shaman DC'd. We can't click on the box, that's really annoying. Try to reload. I haven't seen this happen before. Nope. I guess we'll just try to come back and do it after. This next pack, you usually take all the way up to the top. Soldiers, you can pretty much ignore. They just put like a dispellable dot on the tank, so just dispel it when there's a decent amount of stacks. We get another Blood Warpers. This we're going to want to use cooldowns and stuff. Just going to use wings first. And next we use our little, what is this, tiers something. I see it does so much damage, it's actually insane. Okay, now we're out of combat, so someone's gonna go grab that.
Autumn.
Alright, what do we have down here? So we have these architects, the Venture Co. architects. They will do nail gun on random players. It roots them in place and then also just puts like a small damage over time effect on them, but it does hurt quite a bit. So you'll want to kind of spot heal those players. If you use stuff like Freedom and whatnot, it does not do anything. It still puts the dot on the player. I'll try to do it like preemptively. So like there, yeah, no, it still goes on you and everything. So you can't avoid the damage that it does. You can free yourself from the root, but you'll still take all the damage from it. Taking a lot of damage here, so I'm gonna use some stuff. And then we also have some of the contractor or the surveyors in here, which do that channel that we really want to watch out for. Like there, it was on the Druid. I kicked one of them, but there's two of them in this pack. So he's casting the other beam now on the Paladin, so we just watch the Paladin. Swings here. Try to kick again. Also, the architects, they spawn these scaffoldings, and they become like basically immune to damage until the scaffolding dies. So when they do that, they'll jump on it, and then you just have to kill the scaffolding. Getting a lot of explosions, so we're gonna die to this. We are not gonna die to this. See, he builds the scaffolding, and then we target that now instead. And kill it. Don't pull that right now. Oh man. That's gonna be rough. Someone's gonna get a nail gun to the blades on the floor. Or the frontal.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, it's okay, we recover. So now we have 2 Shreddinators with this pack. Same thing, we get blades on the floor.
5, 4, 3.
Too many melee, so it's really annoying. Now we watch the frontal. The problem is there's gonna be like no safe spot. So there you can see the frontal isn't moving at all right there. Both of them aren't. So you just want to stay behind them because it's actually moving, you're just not seeing it. So he is turning, and the fire is somewhere else than where it's showing. It's just, apparently it's a bug with Ret Paladins, so if you have a Ret Paladin in your group, it just has a chance to happen. I don't know what specifically causes it, besides just a Ret Paladin in the group. So, something to be mindful of. It happens in Theater of Pain as well with the last boss.
Move. Move.
5, 4,
Summer.
3, 2, 1. 5, 4.
Well, well, what have we here?
This boss is pretty straightforward.
Summer.
So the first thing is she's going to cast Quick Shot on random people. It does a moderate amount of damage, so you just want to pick them up. And then she will jump away,
4,
spawn all these bombs on the floor,
1.
and then she'll do a kinetic explosive gel on a random player. So right now it's on the Paladin, so we need to heal him, and then once he gets close to a mine on the floor, we dispel him, and it gets rid of any mines around him in the little circle of the debuff. But it does a lot of damage, so if they aren't pre-positioned, make sure you're healing them pretty much every step of the way to where they get the bomb. So they will take a lot of damage. And then here we're gonna have one bomb go off because we didn't charge through enough of them, so I'm gonna use cooldowns here. We're gonna use Aura Mastery. Just puts a really nasty dot on the entire group for 10 seconds.
2.
If a bomb goes off, it's totally livable, but it does hurt really bad. And now we have the Kinetics Explosive Gel, so I'm gonna go run by a bomb and dispel myself real quick. And now you can see the charges going off, and you just want to aim the charges at different bombs on the floor, basically.
1.
Like there, now we have to get the last one with the gel, so we're going to heal the... whoever this is, and they need to run out here to the thing. They're going to probably die here. I'll lay on hands them and then dispel. I didn't get to do it in time. We're going to bubble, and then we're going to try to recover this.
2, 1.
Out of mana. It'd be okay though. Got another gel on the Paladin. Wait till he runs by these.
Winter.
Watching where the charge goes.
4, 3.
One more charge can get both of these. If it does, now we just dispel the kinetic gel instantly. So it's on me and I just insta-dispel it because there's no more bombs to break. So we don't need to worry about it. Maybe hitting this guy like really bad. Ideally, you kill both the bosses at the same time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's not good. We spawn bombs and we don't get a kinetic gel now. We just have to kill this guy kind of fast before the bombs explode, basically. I don't even think he's going to charge either. So that's just kind of really bad timing. But it looks like we'll be alright. And I'll go get the boxes. One person wants to get the boxes, and then another person, this little gun on the floor that's lit up. You want to use the extra action button with it, and then it blows up this ship over here and gets rid of all these fire circles on the floor for the next boss. Divers, they are going to spawn bombs under their feet, and then they also cast a harpoon ability, which just grips people into them and puts like a really nasty dot on the player. So basically interrupt the harpoons, like there you can see it just went on the Druid, and the idea is like they try to grip you into the bombs that they're spawning on the floor. But even without gripping you in, the harpoon just puts a really gross dot on you. It's physical though, so you can always bop it and stuff if you're playing Paladin. There, I have the dot. I heal through it. Try to get a little bit of mana, because the next pull's pretty scary. Disturbed Kelps are probably the other close to hardest pull in the dungeon, depending on your group. So they're going to do 2 main casts. They're going to heal themselves with a... I guess this first one is Jettison. This is just AoE damage to the entire group. You have to use AoE stops for it. You can't kick it or anything. And then they also do this Restorative Kelp. That just puts a heal on them. So you can see it on a couple of them. You can purge it off or use Arcane Torrent and stuff like that to get rid of it. The main thing is stopping the jettison. The heal is definitely not ideal because it just makes them live longer. But the jettison is what will, like, just... The jettison kelp is what will just absolutely shred your group. Like, you just take so much damage from it. It's crazy. And then I'm pretty sure the bombshell crabs, they just put a, like, dot on whoever they're attacking. So, just put a little dot on the tank, like a bleed, basically. Other than that, I don't remember them doing anything. Alright. Oh, they explode when they die. That's what they do. I remember now. I remember people pulling them in the PTR and stuff. Alright, so this boss, main thing, he's going to bind players together so you get a partner, but it's always going to be non-healers if you have a full group. I will never get bound with anybody, and it puts a, like, 22-second dot on everyone when they're bound. You just need to heal through it. And then the major healing thing, like where you want to use cooldowns and stuff, ideally you just want to keep up. But this right here, Awaken the Swamp, it's going to spawn all these water waves everywhere and do even more damage. So with the bleed on top of this, like, people are just taking crazy, crazy amounts of damage. Make sure that you're just keeping the group nice and topped up. The good part about being a healer on this fight is you can stand wherever you want. A lot of the time people group up and, like, they have to move together because they're stuck together. And if they move away from each other, it does damage and grips them at each other. So our job is just to kind of stay safe and not worry about where the group is. Unless we benefit from being close to them, like on a Holy Paladin I definitely could. And then we just heal through these Awaken the Swamp casts, basically.
5, 4, 3.
And the fight just kind of rinse and repeats from there, over and over. Just reapplies the dot, does a frontal that you move for, and then he spawns all the waves, and you dodge those. Being hit by a wave will pretty much kill you, but it is livable, depending on the key level. I would say, like, anything lower than, like, a 12 or a 13, you can technically live through it with, like, a defensive. Being full HP when it hits you. Oh, we canceled their cast there. That's okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So here we'll use Tears Deliverance. I think that's what it's called. I don't even remember what that ability is called anymore. We'll use Aura Mastery as well. There, I got hit by a wave.
5, 4.
And then we will save Divine Toll and our Spring for the next one. Or just during this at some point while we have the bleed, because we want to make sure everyone's nice and, like, topped up right as the Awaken the Swamp goes out. So, like, right here I'll use Spring and then Divine Toll. And then top everyone up real quick. And then the waves will start. And then that should be enough to kind of keep everyone topped up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, for timing this, we're definitely not doing great on time, but that's okay. As long as we get to explain the dungeon and chat about it. Definitely be doing more damage in this dungeon. Alright, do we get Bubbles here? We definitely do. Okay, so Bubbles is probably the most feared enemy in this dungeon. So ideally, you want to stack up. A lot of pug groups aren't going to. But basically what Bubbles does is he's going to spawn these bubbles, then he's going to do a frontal, all not very dangerous, and then he's going to do backwash, which just puts a huge dot on the entire group. It puts these 3 stacks of a debuff on everyone, and it just does an insane amount of damage to everyone in the group. And then he's going to spawn more bubbles. If you touch a bubble, you just die instantly, basically. Then he does the frontal, then he's going to do the backwash again. So for this one, we're planning on what we're going to use, which is going to be Divine Toll. So I will Divine Toll now, and then we'll just try to heal the players that are lower and that don't have Beacon on them, so that's like me and the Druid. Now he's going to spawn bubbles again. We have to kind of navigate through these. They move a little bit, so that's like the tricky part. Ideally, you want to like stack up and you just move in a triangle, like 3 different points, because the previous ones will just delete themselves after the 3rd cast. Use Holy Prism here and just heal the Druid. There we go. So it's definitely that backwash. That's like the thing you need to be ready for, essentially. If you plan something, like some kind of big healing throughput for each of those, you should be more than fine. But it does hurt very bad. Okay, next one, the contractors put a dispellable debuff on everybody, or on, not everybody, sorry, on one player. You want to dispel it instantly. It does a lot of damage. I think it's called overcharge or overload or something like that. Overcharge. And then the other important thing that's happening, we got these frontal guys again that we talked about before, and it's really chaotic. And then this big guy, the jump starter, Dark Fuse jump starter, he is going to just pulse AoE damage to the entire group constantly while he's alive. And then also, he's going to spawn these little circles on the floor that you have to dodge. So, the big thing is dispel people as soon as they get the debuff. I would even consider like getting something that tracks when the dispel is going to go out, so you can just instantly grab it and not be in a GCD. Because even just like the first tick of damage that you'll take is just, whoever has the debuff is just gonna take so much damage right away. It's definitely the priority is to dispel that. And you just AoE heal while the jump starter's alive. A lot of the times people won't pull the jump starter with all this stuff. They'll just leave him be. But we have 2 of the electricians. These are the overcharges. So now we have 2 of them that we're dealing with. Spell that. Looks like they're not overlapping their casts. I don't know exactly how it works, but one of them just isn't casting. Oh, there he goes.
All of you.
I think they're nice enough to wait until I have my dispel pretty much ready again.
Darkness fill you.
And we might still have this. It's definitely going to be close, but inspectors are the ones who teleport behind you, and then we have the electricians and the jump starter again. So we're dispelling. I'm just going to bubble here so I can channel my Tears Deliverance. We're watching for any dispels that might happen. And once my Tears Deliverance expires, we are going to use Divine Toll. So I'm dispelling immediately. There, we dispel instantly. Like right there, I would have just died to that dot if it would have ticked one time. We won't be getting any more dispels, so we don't have to worry about those anymore. Just dodging the frontals and the circles and keeping people alive through the just pulsing AoE damage. And now, another terrifying pull in this dungeon is 2 jump starters. So you just take so much AoE damage, it's unreal.
Summer.
So you just have to do a lot of healing throughput. The best way to deal with this is just slowly use your cooldowns as you can. You don't want to send them all at once. You want to kind of use them over the course of how long you're fighting these 2 guys. A lot of pug groups are going to kill them evenly. Like here, we marked one, so luckily it's going to die sooner than the other one. But a lot of the times in pug groups, like people will just kill them and split evenly, and it really sucks. And like here, now our wings is gone, so now I'm going to use Divine Toll when I need to, so I can last like a little bit. So I'm trying to like hang on as long as I can without using anything. And then once I'm like, okay, I can't keep healing this, so probably on this next AoE, then I would go, okay, now I'm going to Divine Toll. Alright, and then we have boss. There's 2 major things on this boss. The first one is turbocharge. This is just going to be AoE unavoidable group-wide damage. So this is where you'll probably use some kind of healing cooldown to get through it each time. It's a lot of damage. And the next important thing is the Gigazaps. So he's going to spawn all these pools on the floor, which are the blue circles. I'm going to stay slightly away from those. And then if you get targeted by Gigazap, you need to make sure that your circle does not overlap on the water. Like right there, that one's going to zap that water pool. Oh, it looks like it didn't. And then we just heal the 2 players who have these Gigazap debuffs. It's like a 5-second dot, but it hurts bad. So you want to heal them. And then next, he'll spawn these little lightning things on the floor next to you, and you just need to kite them into a pool. So it just spawns under your feet, and then you just run through a pool. You can walk through these just fine. As far as I know, it doesn't like do anything. And now we have Gigazap, so I'm just going to press a defensive and stand away from any of the water on the floor. Then we heal these, and then he's going to go back into the turbocharge. So we'll use wings for this one. That's pretty much it. So keep people alive with the Gigazap, and then heal the turbocharge. Just use like a big cooldown for each of the turbocharges.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There, I'm fixated, so I'm going to run back this way so the melee can have that one that's close to the boss. There, I let the Feral Druid have it, which is good. That way he can get back on the boss as soon as possible.
Autumn.
Gonna get another set of Gigazaps, and then right into the turbocharge. So like the end of these Gigazaps last into the turbocharge. So there I just bubbled. I shouldn't have used both defensive because I pressed my defensive and then I bubbled, which was really stupid. Use Tears Deliverance here, and then we can Divine Toll like partway through. So a health pot, and then I'll go ahead and Divine Toll. It's gonna be close. You have to start doing damage. I don't know if we're gonna get it. Okay, Gigazap. We just make sure we're not by the water. There we go. Now we're just healing us. Just gonna Aura Mastery now because we're probably not getting this turbocharge. We got fixated, so we're gonna try to take one of these far ones so that they can get back to doing damage on the boss. Oh no, we have 15 seconds.
Winter.
Go. Go, 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 go. I'm just gonna press wings and Divine Toll the boss. Oh, we're gonna do it. We did it. Alright, there we go. So that's Operation Floodgate. Hope that was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'll try to get the other 3 dungeons done as well. I know I kind of like neglected them at the start of the season, so I apologize about that.